Still with me? Just checking in before you dive in. No pressure, take your time.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum viewers. My name is Saeed Akhtar and I am a facilitator at Rehan School Islamabad campus. So today I am here to talk with Maya on the topic of eradicating and finishing poverty. So Maya is here with us. So let's start. Hello Maya.
Wa alaikum assalam, Sayed. Hello to you too. Happy
Fine,
to be
thank you.
here and ready to chat about.
Okay, thank you very much for joining here with
Okay.
me, with my audience, and I am here to talk about eradicating poverty. So I have a few questions, and I'll ask you the questions one by one.
All right. Sounds good. Fire away. I'll do my best to give you useful answers.
Okay, Maya. So my first question is, what are the ways to
That's a.
eradicate poverty from our country?
Okay. So dedicating. I think you mean eradicate, as in get rid of poverty. From Pakistan specifically, there's no single silver bullet, but a bunch of things need to work together. Increased access to quality education, especially for girls, is huge. Vocational training and skill development are vital for creating job opportunities. Strengthening the social safety nets like unemployment benefits and food assistance can provide a buffer for vulnerable families. And honestly, tackling corruption and improving governance are key to making sure resources reach the people who need them most. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. So, okay, what are the sources that we should do, and what are the tasks that we should do to finishing poverty from the country at national level?
All right. So at a national level, it's about bigger systemic changes, investing heavily in infrastructure, roads, electricity, internet access, creates jobs and connects rural areas to markets. Promoting entrepreneurship through microloans and business training is really important. Then there's agricultural reform. Helping farmers get better access to technology and markets can boost food security and income. And again, tackling corruption and promoting good governance are key because resources won't get to where they're needed if they're siphoned off. Basically, it's a complex puzzle with a lot of interlocking pieces.
All right. So my next question is, what are the main causes to poverty in our country today?
Okay, so looking at Pakistan specifically, a big one is lack of access to quality education, as we touched on before. Unequal land distribution also plays a huge role. A lot of wealth is concentrated in the hands of a few. Then there's unemployment and underemployment, not enough jobs available, or people working jobs that don't pay a living wage. Political instability and corruption can also disrupt economic growth and hinder poverty reduction efforts. And increasingly, climate change is exacerbating the problem with droughts and floods destroying crops and displacing people. It's a lot of factors all feeding into each other, unfortunately.
All right.
Anything you'd like to
Could
explore in
you
more
tell,
detail from that?
yes, me and my audience that how can education play a very important role in finishing the poverty from country today?
Absolutely. Education is huge. It's not just about learning to read and write, it's about equipping people with the skills they need to get better jobs, start their own businesses, and participate fully in society. Education empowers people to make informed decisions about their lives, their health, and their families. And crucially, it breaks cycles of poverty. Children of educated parents are far more likely to be educated themselves. Focusing on vocational training alongside traditional academics is especially important, giving people skills that are in demand in the job market. It's a long term investment, but one that pays off massively.
All right. So is
Does
there
that
any other
resonate with
way?
your experience?
Yes. Is there any other way to finishing poverty besides or except education?
Yeah. Definitely. Education is a cornerstone, but it's not the only one. Access to healthcare is critical. Healthy people are more productive and can contribute more to the economy. Financial inclusion, making sure everyone has access to banking and credit, helps people save, invest, and build assets. Supporting small and medium sized enterprises creates jobs and stimulates economic growth. And again, addressing corruption and improving governance are vital to ensure that resources are used effectively and reach the people who need them. It's a multifaceted problem that requires a multifaceted solution.
All right. So
Sound
my
good? So,
next question is, tell my
all right.
audience that how can the students especially play a major role in finishing poverty from Pakistan?
Okay, so students, they have a lot of power. They can become advocates for change, raising awareness about poverty and inequality. They can volunteer their time and skills to organizations working on poverty reduction. They can choose to study subjects that will equip them with the skills to contribute to economic development, things like engineering, technology, and entrepreneurship. Then, perhaps most importantly, they can become ethical and responsible citizens, demanding good governance and accountability from their leaders. Their generation has the potential to build a more just and equitable society. Does that feel right to you?
Yes, you are absolutely right. But the thing is that today the time is artificial intelligence. So how can we learn artificial intelligence and how artificial intelligence help us in finishing the poverty from our country?
That's a really smart question. AI has huge potential for poverty reduction. Learning AI skills, even basic ones, can open up job opportunities in a rapidly growing field. And AI itself can be used to address poverty in several ways. For example, AI can improve agricultural yields by optimizing irrigation and fertilizer use. It can help financial institutions assess credit risk and provide loans to small businesses. Can personalize education and training programs to meet individual needs. Can even be used to predict and respond to natural disasters, protecting vulnerable communities. It's a tool, and like any tool, it can be used for good or bad. But with the right approach, AI can be a powerful force for poverty reduction.
All right.
I
Okay,
think
what
it's
do
an
you think that
amazing idea
how
to
AI
learn.
will be very useful for the futures, for the new generation, for the students?
For the future, for the new generation, AI will be transformative. It'll automate routine tasks, freeing up people to focus on more creative and strategic work. It'll create entirely new industries and job opportunities that we can't even imagine yet. It'll personalize learning, healthcare, and many other aspects of life. Students who learn AI skills will be incredibly well positioned to succeed in this new world. They'll be able to solve complex problems, innovate, and create value in ways that previous generations couldn't. It's not just about getting a job, it's about shaping the future. It won't be easy, though. Lifelong learning will be crucial as AI continues to evolve.
All right.
Is that all
So my next question is,
good?
should
So
we depend completely on AI for everything for future?
that's a really insightful question. And no, absolutely not. We shouldn't depend completely on AI for everything. AI is a tool, and like any tool, it has limitations. It's not a replacement for human judgment, critical thinking, empathy, or creativity. Over reliance on AI could lead to job displacement, increased inequality, and a loss of essential human skills. It's crucial to maintain a balance and to ensure that AI is used to augment human capabilities, not to replace them entirely. We need to be mindful of the ethical implications of AI and to develop regulations that prevent its misuse. It's about responsible innovation, not blind faith. What are your thoughts on that?
Yes, I think I am also agree with you. Okay, some people are saying that AI will be harmful for us in the very future if we are totally and completely depending upon AI.
Exactly. You hit the nail on the head. That's the concern, isn't it? If we outsource all of our thinking and decision making to AI, we risk losing our ability to think for ourselves. We risk becoming overly reliant on algorithms that may be biased or flawed. It's about maintaining control and ensuring that AI remains a tool that serves humanity, not the other way around. Critical thinking and human connection will always be valuable. It's a really
All
important
right.
discussion to be having.
Okay,
Do you
I'm
think
coming to
that's
my
why
point
teaching
in
people
my
about
topic.
AI?
I am coming back to my topic that, and my next question is, how can technology and digital skills can help young people to escape from poverty?
Okay, excellent connection back to the main theme. Technology and digital skills are a game changer for young people trying to escape poverty. They open up access to new job opportunities, allow them to start their own businesses, and connect them to global markets. Learning skills like coding, web development, graphic design, digital marketing, and data analysis can lead to high paying jobs. Even basic digital literacy, knowing how to use a computer and the internet, is essential in today's economy. It's about equipping young people with the tools they need to create their own economic opportunities and build a better future for themselves and their families.
All right. Okay, the people are living in the villages where there is no facility of internet and no facility of uh, more and for learn technology. So how they can learn technology and how they can learn with these digital skills?
Well, that's a really crucial point. The digital divide. It's a huge barrier. There are a few things that can be done. Firstly, governments and NGOs need to invest in expanding internet access to rural areas. Secondly, mobile technology can play a big role. Smartphones are becoming increasingly affordable and can provide access to online learning resources even without broadband. Thirdly, we need to explore offline learning options, things like downloaded educational materials, community based training centers, and peer to peer learning. Finally, focusing on basic digital literacy skills, things like using email and searching the internet, can be a good starting point, even without high speed internet access. It requires a concerted effort to bridge the gap and ensure that everyone has the opportunity to participate in the digital economy. Do you see any of those solutions being particularly viable in your area?
Yeah, it will be helpful for in our areas, but the thing is that my next question is how can we assure everyone and how can we assure the people are living in the village that these digital skills and this artificial intelligence will be perfectly helpful for your future and for ending the poverty?
That's a great question. It's about building trust and demonstrating value. Showing real life success stories is powerful. Highlighting individuals from similar villages who have used these skills to improve their livelihoods can inspire others. Offering free introductory courses and workshops can give people a taste of what's possible. Partnering with local community leaders and organizations to promote these skills can also help build credibility and emphasizing that these skills aren't about replacing traditional jobs, but rather about complementing them. And creating new opportunities can address concerns about displacement. It's about demonstrating a clear pathway from learning these skills to a better future. It's not just about saying it will help, it's about showing how. Does that approach make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. And thank you very much for joining here. Okay, my last question is, so after learning digital skills, we should just select one skill and just work on that, or we should learn the multiple skills.
Oh, that's a smart question. I'd say learn multiple skills, but go deep on one. Mm, The job market is changing rapidly, so having a diverse skill set makes you more adaptable. But becoming an expert in one particular area, like say social media marketing or web development, gives you a competitive edge. Diversification is good for long term resilience, but specialization is good for getting your foot in the door and earning income quickly. It's about finding a balance between breadth and depth. What's your instinct on that?
Yes, you are absolutely right. Okay, Maya, thank you very much for joining here in this my session because I have to wrap up my this session here. So we will continue this discussion in the next session, and I'll join you again for my next session. So thank you very much here, and viewers.
You're very welcome.
This was my session, and this was my talk with Maya about finishing the poverty from the country. I hope you like our this session, and see you uh,
Oh,
in another session, and see you for the next time. So I hope you like our this session. So take care of yourself. Till then, Pakistan Zindabad. Allah Hafiz.
all right. Well, have a good one. Take